Greetings and hello, Waynesville Yoga family. How are you today? Welcome. My name is Renee, and this class is Flow and Align. So this week's theme of class is going to focus on alignment of the chakras. Really, really important for your practice. So when we are aligned in our chakras, when our chakras are balanced, we have more focus, we have more patience, we really enhance that mind-body connection. So critically important in these times where we might be feeling a little bit more anxious, a little bit more stressed out, we're pent up at home, and as things slowly start to reopen, there's just a lot of uncertainty going on. So it's really important for us to, as we enhance our practice, as we grow in our practice, to make sure that we are doing various things to enhance that alignment of our yoga practice. It's not just necessarily a physical thing, but it's really making sure that we connect the mind and the body and really focus on that connection. So I'm excited about this journey and look forward to you practicing with me on this today. We are going to work crown to root chakra, and the reason for that is we're going to start off on our crown chakra, really focusing on centering in, getting it to a place where we're really focused in on our practice and we can enhance that mind-body connection, and work down to the root where we are going to end with our shavasana and a nice yoga nidra practice, but also plenty of time for a nice quiet shavasana so we can have that personal time to integrate everything that we've taken in today and really focus on feeling and balancing those chakras and feeling that alignment. So before we get started, just my typical housekeeping items, props. I have the usual suspects here and handy, and I recommend that you have the same. And they're always, for any standard yoga practice, always really great to have your yoga blanket, great for comforting the knees, rolling up and using as a neck roll, even snuggling up during shavasana, so you may want to have a couple if you tend to get cold there. Our yoga bolster, great for support. If anytime you need a little bit of extra lift, really great for that. Just make sure that if you don't have an actual yoga bolster, that you're using something with a little bit more sturdy padding than, like, say, your typical bedroom pillow. You want to have something like a couch cushion, something that's really going to support you in those positions where you need to rely on that. And then, of course, our yoga blocks, and these are just your standard yoga blocks, something of rough equivalent in size. If you don't have these available, just make sure that it's sturdy. It's something that can support your weight, and when you lean into it, it's not going to crush down. So there is that. And then, of course, my standard disclaimer on music. We do not have music in our video practices. However, I highly recommend music if that is something that fuels your practice. I've mentioned before, but those of you who come to my live classes know that music is a real important piece of that for me, and I love integrating it into a practice. So if you want to have that available, definitely turn on your favorite playlist, your favorite band, whatever it may be, and have that accompany us in the background. Now, the caveat of that being, at the end, when we do our yoga nidra portion of shavasana, you'll want to make sure that you have your device or whatever you're using to play your music handy, so you can turn that down so you can hear my voice, because yoga nidra is all about that guided relaxation, that guided meditation, and you really want to be able to hear my voice and concentrate and be able to participate mentally and physically in that guided piece at the end. And then, of course, we're going to have quiet time for shavasana as well. So let's go ahead and get started with our chakra alignment practice. And today we are going to begin in easy seat. And if you'd like, I recommend something to sit on. If you find that when you're in easy seat that your knees are kind of up like this, you want to make sure that you've got a nice sturdy seat. So you might want to bolster a meditation pillow, maybe even a block, or even your blanket, just something to give you a little bit of lift in those hips so you can roll forward a little bit, have that nice grounded sacrum, and then you've got a nice long line of energy coming up from the base of the spine all the way through the crown of the head, sitting up nice and tall. Abs are nice and contracted. You can either have your hands on your knees or feel free to bring them to heart center. As we begin, so go ahead and find your comfortable seat. And when you're there, go ahead and close your eyes. And just begin to focus in on the rhythm of your natural breath. Just let the sounds around you fade away. Allow any of the distractions of the day, just tuck away for an hour. Devote this hour to you. And as we settle in and begin to focus our energies here on our mat, I invite you to set an intention for this practice. It can be something you want to accomplish either by the end of the day, week, month, year, it doesn't matter. It's yours and yours alone to own, but let it be something that fuels your practice today, that allows you to connect more deeply with your chakras, something that allows you to find that balance, that connection between mind and body. Go ahead and take a nice deep breath in, feel that nice cool air, and then a big audible exhale. Nice cleansing breath, beautiful. Inhale in, and exhale it all out. Just go ahead and flow back to your natural breath. Begin to imagine and envision a beautiful, bright, white light just sitting at the crown of the head. This beautiful light, it's so bright you can still even see it with your eyes closed. This light to envelop you with its warmth. Feel it connecting bright little crystals all throughout the body. Our crown chakra is envisioned as a 1,000-petal lotus. So imagine this 1,000-petal lotus, bright white crystals, just lighting up everything around you, really connecting you to purpose, your inner nature, your oneness with self, and all that's around you. as you're connecting with these 1,000 points of light on this lotus petal, go ahead and roll forward on your hands and knees. Try to keep your eyes closed if you can. Slide your props out of the way. And from your hands and knees position, go ahead and bring the torso of your body down towards the floor. And bring the crown of your head, if it's available to you, down to the floor in rabbit pose. And just allow for a few moments the crown of your head to be supported by the earth. You should be feeling a really nice little tiny stretch in the neck, nothing deep, nothing too severe. If this is not available, you're more than welcome to use a block to raise your neck and head up off the floor to give you a little bit more space in that vertebrae. Beautiful. And as you're making connection through this beautiful pose, this nice calming stretch, know that another pose that's really great for connecting our crown chakras is the headstand. And for those of you that it's available for and you've got support, go ahead and take a headstand against the wall. Those of you who are not, just go ahead and stay in your rabbit, or you can set yourself up for a nice headstand prep by bringing your elbows next to your head, clasping, making a triangular shape around, and then just lifting up those legs, stretching those feet. Headstand prep. And those of you who want to take the headstand, of course, you can if that's available to you today. Otherwise, one leg up. Or again, you're welcome to stay in your rabbit pose. Beautiful. Just allow that beautiful white light to just drift away around you. And then come back to hands and knees and roll down into child's pose. Beautiful. Come up to hands and knees. And then from here, go ahead and drop that belly and lift that chin and come into your cow. Inhale here. Then exhale, cow. Releasing that back slowly. That back and neck work that we just did in rabbit or headstand. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cow. Beautiful. Take a few rounds on your own, on your breath. Just really take this moment to concentrate on how the body feels. Arms are aligned from wrist to shoulder. Legs are aligned, knees to hips. Beautiful. And on your next exhale, just find stillness. And sit back on those knees and come up into Thunderbolt pose. As we prepare to move our journey from our crown chakra to our third eye, imagine that white light, a little ball of energy moving from the crown of the head to the space right between the eyes. And your forehead just above the nose bone here, right in between the eyebrows. And here, imagine a beautiful indigo light burning brightly right between the eyes. Again, your eyes are closed. And here you can see it. It's so bright. You can see that light behind your eyelids. Our third eye really connects us to self. It's our sense of self-acceptance, of self-love, of self-awareness. Our third eye gives us vision and perception, gives us insight and foresight. So as you breathe in, imagine that light glowing brighter, brighter, brighter as the breath goes in, and then equally as bright as you breathe out. And as you're envisioning this, go ahead and roll forward to hands and knees. And then begin to walk your hands forward into puppy pose and bring your forehead down to connect with the earth. Bring that bright blue indigo light, connect that with the earth. And at the same time, feel that nice, beautiful, deep stretch in the shoulders. And just feel all the tension in those muscles just dissipate. Channel that stretch into your vision, into your sight. And breathe deeply. Beautiful. And with our alignment, again, you want to make sure that the shoulders are feeling the stretch, that you've got the stretch in your shoulder, you've got a nice long line across your back. Knees stay directly below hips. So all of that energy is concentrated in the body, forward. And we're getting that nice pressure on our third eye, feeling that connection with the earth. Connecting mind, body, and the earth. Beautiful job. And on your next inhale, just begin to walk your hands back towards your shoulders, coming into your tabletop position. And then go ahead, sink those hips back and bring it on down to child's pose. Any arm variation you'd like. Bring it down into a traditional child's pose, Balasana. Your arms back by your side. And just hold here. And in your child's pose, we're starting to move our journey from our third eye to our throat chakra. And our throat chakra rules our communication, our expressions. And it's a bright blue light in our throat. So as you're in child's pose and begin to roll up to hands and knees, imagine that indigo light from the third eye moving down into the throat, becoming a bright blue light located just below the Adam's apple. And then from hands and knees, come on up to high knees and begin to prepare for camel. And as you're envisioning that bright blue light, nurture it, feel the warmth of the chakra. Bring your hands behind your back, your elbows, squeeze those together. Begin to push your hips forward as you squeeze your elbows together and arch back. And begin to bring your neck back. And you feel that light little pressure in your neck and in your throat, but nothing too major. Don't overdo it. You want to make sure you're doing what feels good for your body. And then when you're ready, go ahead and bring your right arm down and bring your left arm up to the sky, half camel. And now for camel, again, everyone's a little bit different, so you want to make sure that you're aligning your body for you. Don't overextend the neck if you don't have that range of motion there. It's not about that. You want to make sure that your mind's energy is focused on the throat. You want to make sure that for your body, your shoulders are pointed forward, hips are pressed forward. You've got a nice arch in your upper back. Beautiful. And at any time, if you start to feel any discomfort, you're more than welcome to come out of the pose and just sit in Thunderbolt. And when you're ready, come on up, back to high knees, and down to Thunderbolt for just a moment before we proceed to the other side. And just take this moment in between to just notice how the body feels. Notice the different sides of the body, how the different sides of the body feel different. Nurture that, respect those differences. And come back up to high knees. Begin to prep for your camel. Tops of feet can be flat on the floor, or you can tuck the toes, it doesn't matter. I'm a toe tuck girl, so it's just what I do. It makes no difference if the feet are flat or tucked. And then just begin, as we proceeded on the other side, to arch back, hips forward. When you're ready, bring that left arm down to meet the heel. And then bring that right arm up to the sky. Remember, shoulder bones are facing forward. You're not dipping. Try not to dip in one direction. You want to make sure there's no twist in the back. You want to make sure that you've got a nice, beautiful alignment of the spine. Beautiful. Hold here and breathe. And you're really feeling, opening up that chakra, balancing out that chakra. Beautiful, bright blue light shining forth. Excellent. And then come on back up to high knees. And then into Thunderbolt. And then go ahead and roll forward for just a couple of breaths into your child's pose. Beautiful. And now begin to imagine that blue light moving from the throat, that ball of blue warmth, and it's moving down into the heart. It becomes a nice, warm, green, bright light in the center of your chest, in your heart chakra. And then from here, come up to hands and knees. And then go ahead and make sure you have enough room available on your mat to roll forward. And on to your belly. And then you want to bring your elbows to prop your upper body up. You want to make sure that the tips of the elbow are a little bit forward of the shoulders so you feel a nice extension in the back. And then you look forward and feel that heart shine forward, that beautiful bright green light for your Sphinx pose. Feel that warming heart energy. And our heart chakra rules our relationships, healing, so important in these times that we're in. You know, it really impacts our ability to give and receive love and gratitude and appreciation. So really nurture, feel that beautiful bright green warmth emanating from your chest in your Sphinx. Beautiful job. Just feel that connection between the heart, the mind, and the body. Take a moment to give appreciations, extend some gratitude to yourself and to those around you that you love and that love you. Beautiful job. And in alignment here in Sphinx, again, you want to make sure that your elbows are a little bit ahead of your shoulder blades or your shoulder tips. So you can really feel that extension. You can really feel that heart extending forward. Chin is pointing up straight. Beautiful Sphinxes. And then on your next exhale, go ahead and lower it on down. Come to crocodile for just a breath. Appreciate and love how the body feels. And then when you're ready, go ahead and press those hands by your side. Tuck those toes. Go ahead and lift up into plank. And then stretch back into downward facing dog. Just for a moment. Release that lower back. And if you want, you can pedal it out. And while we're here, imagine that green light, that green ball of warmth moving from the center of your chest down into the belly, the Manipura chakra, or palace of jewels. So come on, back down to knees. And then go ahead and roll forward. Back down to your belly. Bring your arms behind your back. Prepping for locust. This really stimulates that Manipura chakra. Go ahead and lift arms and legs. Beautiful. And hold for a couple breaths here. And our Manipura chakra, our solar plexus. This is our, like I said, the palace of jewels. This is where we hold our elements of power, our confidence. Go ahead and lower down from locust. Take a couple breaths here. This is where we can balance out our chakra so we're eliminating fear and doubt, any self-esteem issues. This chakra will clear it up. And if you're wondering exactly where it's located, it's between the navel and the sternum. So it's that area that we're really pressing on when we come up into our locust. We really focus on that. And our green light of energy from our heart is moved down into this beautiful yellow bright ball in our Manipura chakra. So again, go ahead and bring those arms behind your back. And go ahead and lift up into locust again. Hold and breathe here. Really stimulate that chakra. Really feel power and energy surge through your body. Beautiful job. Now lower it on down. Go ahead and come into your crocodile. Take a moment here to breathe. You should be feeling stimulated and excited and really gathering up all of that good stuff. As we balance out this chakra, we see and feel that beautiful, bright yellow ball. Beautiful. One more time. Go ahead and lift up in the locust. Hold and breathe. Beautiful, beautiful. Make this your last best locust. And then go ahead and lower it on down. Beautiful. Take a few moments here to breathe. And really, you know, a lot of our gut health really focuses in on this chakra. So you'll notice, like, when you get really upset or nervous, you know, it's all kind of right here in this area. You really want to balance out that chakra and really focus on stimulating those things that make you feel strong, make you feel powerful, give you that self-confidence, that self-esteem. This chakra will do that. And go ahead and come up to hands and knees, and then sink those legs back into Thunderbolt. We're gonna do one more Manipura chakra stimulating pose. We're gonna swing our legs around and come into boat. So again, imagine that beautiful, bright yellow light. And then again, with boat, your alignment, nice long line of energy, crown of head, down to the base of the spine, nice straight back. You're not hunched over. You want to make sure that you've got that nice straight energy. Just right here, you can already feel all that stimulation of the muscles here. If you want to intensify, you can raise the arms. You want to intensify more, you can raise the legs. You want to intensify more, you can raise the feet. Want to intensify more, you can raise those arms again. Whatever works for you. Find your boat for today. And imagine that beautiful yellow light burning with confidence. Breathe into it. Beautiful job. Hold, 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 and breathe. And then go ahead and stretch it on out. And come down to a flat back. Beautiful job. Beautiful job, everyone. And just go ahead and lay here for a moment. And again, just notice how the body feels. And then from here, go ahead and bring your feet, the bottoms of the feet, flat to the floor. And then slowly begin to wing your knees out to the side into Supta Baddha Konasana. Now, a couple of things here. If you want, you can support your knees with blocks, if that's comfortable for you. Otherwise, you're free to just bring those soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Bring your hands up above your body. You're in like a reclining pose, reclining cobbler pose, Supta Baddha Konasana.
And for here, we are focusing on stimulating our sacral chakra, which lies in our area between our pelvic bones. And this area is our home of creativity. And so you see that yellow light moving from the Manipura chakra into the sacral chakra, and a beautiful, warm, bright orange ball of light begins to appear. And again, this is our creativity. This is our expression of our most creative selves. Nurture this area, nurture that spirit that sometimes can be quelched in these tough and rough times that we find ourselves in when we're stressed out, when we're out of balance, when we're not focused. It can be really difficult, really hard to really tap into that creativity. But that's where we want to be. We want to reignite that spirit. Beautiful. And just breathe in here. Feel that warm ball of light. And then go ahead and bring your knees back together. Feet flat on the floor. And then go ahead and bring your feet about as wide as your mat. And begin to tip your knees over to the right side. And then as you inhale, bring them back to center and tip them over to the left. Beautiful. And then with your natural breath, just follow that rhythm. Going back and forth. And if it feels right at some point, maybe one side feels like it needs a little extra love, just go ahead and lean on over and indulge that side and hold. Nurturing our creativity, just letting all of the tension and anything that's been holding us back, just release it and let it go. Beautiful. Now inhale it back to center. And then go ahead and bring your legs down to the opposite side and hold. And you'll feel a nice release in the low back. And just go ahead and nurture that feeling. Allow empathy to release from your body. And then bring it back up to center. And then imagine that orange ball of light moving all the way to the base of the spine, becoming a bright red, burning ball for our root chakra. Beautiful bright red light. And bring your knees up to parallel. And then go ahead and cross your right leg over your left. And then go ahead and recline over to the right side. And then turn your upper body to the other side for a reclining twist. If you have discomfort here with the legs crossed, you can just have your knees stacked, one on top of the other. You can also stretch that bottom leg long and bring that top leg over. Stretch on out. twist on out. Stimulate that root chakra. The root chakra is the base, located at the base of our spine. It's all of our primal energies. It's the base of our existence. I want to make sure that we feel balanced in this area. Go ahead and bring your knees up to center. And then whatever twist variation you took on the right side, go ahead and take it on the left. Beautiful. Stretch on out that twist. And really capture that sense of security. When our root chakra is out of balance, we lose touch with our physical security. And we want to feel safe. We want to feel secure. So balance out this chakra. Allow that sense of safety to return. Beautiful job. And on your next inhale, go ahead and bring your knees back to center. And just take this moment to squeeze your knees into your chest. Release that lower back. Go ahead, set those feet flat on the floor. And then for our final root chakra stimulation, we're going to engage in bridge pose. So plant those feet flat on the floor, hands are by your hips, and go ahead and lift up those hips. Beautiful. And slide your hands underneath, get a little more lift in that chest, rolling those shoulder blades underneath. Beautiful job. Allow your ability to be and feel safe and provide safety and protection for others to come into play. Beautiful. And on your next exhale, go ahead and lower on down. And then take a moment, bring those knees back into the chest. Go ahead and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then go ahead and grab the bottoms of the feet. And just take a moment to release the hips. And your happy baby Ananda Balasana. Beautiful job. Go ahead and release happy baby. Go ahead and put legs up a wall as we start to prepare for our Shavasana. It's rebalancing and recirculating the blood flow throughout the body. Go ahead and bring your knees into your chest. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then as we now have aligned and balanced all of our chakras, reset our energies, go ahead and release your legs down to the floor. And close your eyes and find Shavasana or whatever version of a final rest works for you. Just find comfort and release. Relax and let go. Allow each of the beautiful balls of light And we've ignited in our bodies. Continue to warm and nurture us. As we indulge in our final rest. As you're lying back in your final resting pose, go ahead and indulge the quiet solitude of the darkness behind the eyelids, the stillness in the body. Try to remain awake by listening to the sound of my voice. And you'll be asked to move your awareness from various bodily sensations to emotions to images. Don't concentrate too intensely. Take what serves and just release the rest. Come back to the sound of my voice if the mind starts to drift and wander. But just allow your body to release and let go. And now become aware of any sounds you can hear in this moment. Only those sounds that you can hear without any strain. And let your mind begin to focus on the most distant sounds you can hear. And let your sense of hearing just radiate outwards, searching and finding those distant sounds, just following them for a moment. Don't label the source, just move from sound to sound that you can hear. Now very gradually begin to bring your attention to closer sounds. Sounds just outside your window. Now to the sounds inside your home. Now to the very room that you're in. And without opening your eyes, see the four walls of this room, the ceiling and the floor, your body on the floor. Visualize the position that you're laying in, your clothes, your hair, and your face. Become acutely aware of your body lying there on the floor. As you're integrating this experience, begin
to just feel the heaviness of your body being supported by the ground that you're lying on. Let the earth carry you and hold you up. And now imagine that you're sitting by a stream. Beautiful, clear, flowing stream. Watching the little whirlpools tidal up behind the rocks and move on down. And as any thoughts or any feelings may come up, just imagine them as little leaves just floating down that stream. Just watch as they come and they go. Hear the trickling sound of the water. Relaxing you, calming you. And you dip your toes into the stream and feel the nice warmth of this beautiful clear stream just wash over your toes. Tickling as it moves in between, over and under your feet. Bring your feet out of the stream and let them bask in the warmth of the sun. Feel the little droplets dissipating into the steam of the air. And then you close your eyes and allow the warmth of the sun to bathe your entire body. Just light up every inch of your body. It feels warm and safe, peaceful. You lie here, just feeling the sparkling glow as you slowly drift into rest. Calm, peaceful, protected. Now begin to tune into the rhythm of your natural breath. Feel the cool inhales come in and notice those warm exhales come out. And very slowly begin to bring life back into the body by wiggling your fingers and your toes. And if you're ready, begin to circle your wrists.
And circle your ankles. If you're really ready, go ahead and stretch your body up long, all the way from the fingertips, all the way down to the toes. And go ahead and release. And as you release, fold over to one side, left or right, doesn't matter. Just hold and pause here. Just take this moment to integrate everything from our practice today, our chakras, our body sensations, that mind-body connection. And go ahead and take your top hand and let it press you up to an easy seat. If you can, keep your eyes closed. You can bring your hands to your knees or your hands to heart center. Take this moment to just acknowledge how different your body, your mind, your entire being feels from the moment you started this practice to now. Where are you in your day? Where did your intention fit in? And then just take this moment to thank yourself for allowing this space in your life to devote to you, to getting back to the basics, to getting back to your mind, getting back to your body, getting back to connecting everything meaningful so you can go and take this beautiful energy out into the world. And I want to thank you for practicing with me today. I look forward to seeing you again next time. Namaste.